So you're probably wondering why I'm shooting this video in a car. Well, this kind of showcases my life. Always in the car or on an airplane most of the time. I travel a lot of you guys know that, I talk about it. So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you a product that really helps while you're on the road. It helps you be able to still, like me, still edit or whatever you got going on. It gives you extra screens and extra real estate on your computer to be able to work. So with that, let's get into the video. Let's get out the car. Let me show you the product, show you how it works, tell you all the negatives and positives. So let's get into it. But this is what we're gonna be talking about today. I'm gonna unbox it, hook it up to this computer, show you how it works, tell you the specs, and I'm gonna tell you if you should buy it or not, which short answer is the link will be down in the description. If you wanna buy it, you should check it out. With that, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get the unboxing started so I can show you guys exactly how it works and how it hooks up to the computer. Pretty simple. Let's get the unboxing it. Here we go. So here is the monitor itself. Pretty small, as you see. I think it is pretty freaking portable. Once you extend it out like this, it gets huge. But whenever you fold it, from what I'm seeing here, portable. You can take it with you anywhere. So that's the size of it right there. Pretty freaking small. All right, now that we got it out the box, show you the cables that it comes with, which, full transparency, I've been using it already. So it comes with a mini HDMI, which this monitor, it accepts mini HDMI, it accepts USB-C, and then USB-C power. There is a negative, a thing that I kind of don't like about this monitor, but it is what it is. It works for my setup, so I'm not gonna complain about it too much, but I will tell you about it in case it won't work for your setup. So, like I said, it comes with HDMI, mini HDMI. It also comes with USB-C by mini HDMI, USB-C by USB, which as you see, I have not used it, but it is here, which is convenient for some, I suppose. And it also comes with USB-C by USB-C. These are thick boy cables. They're braided, they're really nice. So with that, let's get it on the computer, get it set up, and then I have to figure out, because I actually go to Columbia next week, I gotta figure out how I can pack this thing and take it with me, because I do have work that I need to do on the road. Of course, when I'm traveling here in Florida, I could take it with me no problem, but on an airplane, I know it don't look like much, but I'm already packed really tight. I don't like to put anything expensive under the plane. But let's get it hooked up to the computer. All right, so the first thing we do here is unlatch it like this. You want to undo these hooks right here. If you don't do that, it will fall and it won't work. And as you see, it'll go pretty wide. The computer I have is a 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Max, and there you go. Without these latches, it will fall off and it won't connect correctly, but it has the latches and it's nice and it holds up very well. The MacBook Pro 2016, the hinge is strong enough to where it does not struggle at all. Okay, so after you get it mounted to your computer, the next thing obviously to do is plug it in. The negative thing that I dislike, to be honest, is it takes two cables. I haven't figured out how to plug this in with just one cable and both monitors work. The way that I've had it to work is I use the mini HDMI to HDMI. Luckily, my computer has HDMI. A lot of laptops do, but there is some laptops that don't have HDMI. And if it didn't, I would have to use two USB-Cs, which takes away my ability to expand storage whenever I'm editing. What I do is I use HDMI by mini HDMI, I plug it in, and that does not give this power. You still need power to power up these screens. So what I do for that, I plug in the USB-C by USB-C. This is the second port that has to go in the laptop, and you plug it into the power one, and then you plug it into your USB-C, and then both monitors should turn on and work. Okay, so now it's connected, as you see. Looks great. I have Premiere Pro running. Let me go ahead and get it set up. One thing that I've noticed, which it could be just me not saving something, I do have to set it up every time, which takes about a good 30 seconds to set up every time, which is not that big of a deal, but I wish it would just work whenever I open up Premiere. But there you go, it's set up. As you see, all the Lumetri scopes are over here. You know, you don't need a good screen for that. All of my controls are on the right side. My master viewing screen is on the left side, which is there for framing and stuff, not color grading. I get into that in a minute. And then obviously my timeline and everything is right in front of me. And if I need for color grading, I will make it bigger to make sure the colors are good, all that good stuff. But it's real easy to set up, real nice. It's only $300, get you 2 extra screens, and as you see, it's very portable, and then you get extra real estate to do work. Like, this is super nice. You know, you have this over here for framing, Really nice to have an extra screen to show. It's bigger than the screen over here in the middle. Can't really see what's going on, but you have a full screen over here that you can get your framing perfect. Really nice. And over here, all your controls, just to get stuff out of the way so your timeline, you have more room for your timeline. Okay, so some of the specs with these screens, 12-inch screens. This screen over here is 12 inches and this one over here is 12 inches. The one in the middle is 16 inches. So it is kind of a shocker when you look at it. The screens are smaller than what you're used to looking at whenever you're on the laptop. Also, it's only 60 hertz. MacBook Pro is 120 hertz. So there is that to think about too. What's cool is it does not slow down your frame rate. That still stays at 120 and these are just stuck at 60 frames a second. Another spec to talk about, not really a spec, but something to talk about. These are pretty light, as you've seen when I was holding it, when I got it out the box. It's very light. When you're traveling, it's not gonna take up a lot of extra weight. Now, a couple of setbacks, that's not all the specs, I'm gonna get into that, but a couple of setbacks I wanna talk about is the quality on these are not the greatest. You can definitely see a drop off, but why people use these things are not for the amazing quality. What I use it for, to get rid of some of the clutter, and because when you're using a laptop, you only have one screen. You can't do this, 2, 3 massive screens, which you can get rid of the clutter. I just put fingerprints on this screen, I gotta get that off. But you can get rid of the clutter, put stuff over here, put stuff over there. You know, it's really convenient. This setup, these 2 screens on the side, the quality is not near as good as the one in the middle, but that's fine. These screens, you have your controls on them. You don't do anything important like color grading or anything like that. All your controls can be on these screens. And then for your framing, you can have a full screen over here for framing, but anything important like color grading or color accuracy, definitely don't depend on these monitors. It's just common sense. I don't want you guys to purchase these and think they look as good as the MacBook Pro monitors, because they just don't. It's just, they don't. And they don't claim to be as good either. So with that, the resolution is 1366 by 768. So it's 720p, which is fine. They're 12-inch monitors. You're not gonna really, you know, it's okay. And it has 300 nits brightness, which is bright enough to get the work done. Most of the time when you're using something like this, you're not outside anyway, you're in a hotel room. So it's fine, nothing to worry about. It has 16.77 million colors, which is 8-bit colors. It's not 10-bit like the MacBook Pro. These monitors are IPS display screens. The IPS screen is anti-glare, which that is nice. I could put a light behind it and it'd be anti-glare. I won't see no glare. In case you're in a hotel room or on a bus and you're or I don't know why you'd be on a bus. In case you're somewhere using these and you have the sun blaring in, you can still see the screen. Pretty convenient. And the last spec, which really ain't a spec in my opinion, is it's plug and play. All I had to do was plug it in and it's ready to go. You do have to make a few adjustments in Premiere, but that's not the screen's fault, that's Premiere's fault. So with that, I tried to hook this iPad up to it, and what sucks about doing that is it don't fit. The screen is not big enough. Like, you can plug it in and get power and get it to work, and it will work, but then you can't really see the screens because they're flat. It's terrible. I wouldn't recommend it, but it will work. You can hook it up. So that's all there is. Maybe they do have some that it will fit. These latches will fit, and then you can adjust the angle, you know, up and down with the iPad. So with that, that's all there is to say in this video. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and I'll see you in the next video.